If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try your call again.
And you listen to these crazy fools. Introduce yourself. Thank you for joining us today, first off. I appreciate y'all coming. We can start over here, boo.
I am Cinnamon.
Cinnamon, what you been up to, Cinnamon?
Working, girl.
Working. What about you?
FluffyDiva.
Hi. Nothing. 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 And what's your name, ma'am?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Oh, and I want you to start over and do your sign, since this is our because this is gonna be our horoscope show. So when you introduce yourself, give us your sign. And you listening to these crazy fools.
Cinnamon, Cancer.
Okay.
FluffyDiva, Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Coco, Gemini.
Okay.
Special K, Gemini.
Okay.
Duchess, Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Superman, Sagittarius. There we go.
And Sparkle is a Gemini. I wanted to do about the horoscope because we always be looking at, Blue Rose and getting the readings and stuff off of YouTube. Even if you're looking in the newspaper, you might go to look at the horoscopes to see what they're saying about Cancer, Gemini, whatever you are, pretty much. So I wanted to see if our birth charts, if it was actually true. So I printed y'all's out for y'all to read over it to see exactly, what's what. Y'all skimmed it. So what y'all read so far, do y'all think is pretty much
Accurate.
okay?
Yeah, so far.
So far?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I wanted to do a breakdown. Okay. Your sun sign, because what's your sun sign is what you are at birth. What your birthday say that you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So everybody's a sun sign.
Everybody's a sun sign. Yours
On
is
the second page.
Sagittarius.
On the other side, the back part of that. Let me just flip. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So see, like my son, I'm a Gemini. And my moon is Taurus. So my sun is about myself. You know what I'm saying? That's what your sun tells you about yourself. It's what your sign is at birth. Your moon is what's in your heart. So Taurus is what I am. So in my heart, I'm a Taurus. So I'm probably like when you go get your readings and stuff like that, sometimes you want to hear.
That's showing because you think you run shit. You think you
You see, I was raised
Okay. I'm glad y'all know then. Don't ask me for shit and then hey, make sure I don't have to run nothing. Make sure when I come, shit is already done. Okay. And you see on yours what the rising is how you look. So that's how you appear.
Where's the rock? What do you say?
It's ascendant. Your rising is your ascendant.
Yeah,
Leo.
it's ascendant. ASC.
Leo.
Yeah, that's what. And that sign means is how you look to other people.
Yes, I do look like a boss.
Yeah, that's what your rising is, because mine is Scorpio.
I wonder when you print mine.
And then, yeah, because your chart goes by your pretty much your whole time. That's why they want your time, the location, because then it gives you all your stuff from all the planets. And I sat on a couple of months ago and read mine, but I done slept since then, and I can't remember to the T, the 80 times. So, but yeah, in the chart here, it gives you, if you look at your birth chart, it shows you all your stuff. And you can put this in like Google in your phone. Venus, like mine is Gemini. I can put Venus Gemini, and then it'll show you like some traits. That's what I wanted us to do, so that you can see what that means exactly. You know?
Okay, my Mars is Cancer, then over to the far side is Sagittarius.
Yeah, that's the numbers, because it's like the Roman numbers. Those are the houses. We're gonna go over that too, just to show you what the houses are, because they give you descriptions of what the houses are. So like the first house is yourself and your appearance. So you're gonna look like whatever your first house say. That's what your appearance and stuff is gonna look like. And then like he goes through all the houses. Like you go to the 12th house, the 11th, 10th, all them. And see, like the 10th house is your public life and your career.
I need one, two.
What are you?
Oh, I'm showing.
This is the chart.
I have a 10th grade education. Which one of these?
Look. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
4, 5.
And you're listening to these crazy fools.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm right with you. I'm with you now. Okay. So what these over here is what?
Those are
10 to 6. I know.
Because I'm trying to put 2 and 2
But it's
together.
not an X.
Because everything that's sit right here, right? This whole little circle right here, either my baby mama or kids or one of these things.
Are they?
Oh, really?
I got a daughter that's a Leo. Kiara's an Aries. Baby mama Leo.
Because this is your first house and your second house and all that stuff.
So are we looking for
And
ourselves?
my other baby mama Cancer.
What do you mean?
Because on your chart, they'll give you all your placements and stuff like that. And they give you the houses. And the houses, it tells you what the houses mean. So when you go look at your houses, then you can see it should fall into, like, for instance, the 5th house. It's children, play, and creativity.
Okay.
And you're listening to these crazy fools.
Okay, Placidus means calm, gentle, quiet, still, mild, peaceful. I don't get
That ain't none of you.
You talking about that first?
It says Placidus.
And then it gives you
Your
house.
That's for
Yeah,
your
all you want is your house.
Number is that?
You don't worry about that because that's just the title of it. Like Zodiac and your tropical over to the side over there. You don't worry about that. You were put in ASC and then put in Scorpio. Well, not Scorpio, whatever yours is. Mine is Scorpio.
Your rising is a Scorpio? That makes so much sense.
So you trying to tell me my rising is Aquarius?
Yeah, so you put in rising. Use your phone.
February, motherfucker.
Put and it ain't about who you fuck with. It's about learning you.
So I put Sagittarius, AFC, and then whatever that
Put
is.
ASC and then put your sign, what it shows on your paper.
Leo.
Do it in the Google, yes. And then it should pull up traits or whatever, characteristics.
Okay.
And you read it and is that you or is that not you?
Energetic, independent, and adventurous.
It's also in your booklet that you have in your hand.
Yeah. When you go through.
Look at your 10th grade. Look at your 10th grade.
It's not handy sometimes. Yes, it is. Keep flipping.
Yeah, once you go
one page,
out of that's just your chart where it shows you everything about yourself.
You see the word the houses.
Yeah, because we were gonna go over the houses so you would know what the house.
I'm over here to go to school.
You ain't going to school. You just learning about yourself.
Ooh, I need to underline this.
What?
So as you look,
you're likely personally popular mainly because you expect harmony in your relationship. Harmony. I need the
and you're listening to these crazy fools. But your chart, you can put these in too. The charts that it show on your list, you can put them in. Just a search thing on your phone, and it'll read the characteristics and it'll tell you, and then you be like, is that about me? Because that's why I wanted us to go. And then, like you say, with your birth chart, this is me.
Yeah,
it is.
It's right on.
That's scary.
Yeah, and then if you flip on through the back here, it should tell you about each one. Like my Mercury is in Cancer, and then it'll give you some characteristics. It's like she communicates with feeling. endearing others with words. She is reflective and as one of the best memories around. I know that's a lie. She feels people out, and I can, and be quick to pick up emotions and moods. That's why I say I can't take on a lot of people. It be too much. You know, so I would say yes, that's true. That's very true. And I try to create a good impression. Yeah.
And you listening to these crazy fools?
You know, I really don't like using Taurus. Exactly. And people be study trying to tell you, get apple. Man, if you don't throw that apple away, because I
have an Android too.
I don't know why you ain't using that bitch. Why you hand me this?
My business phone.
The problems seem to only come from the family.
Ooh.
Well, that's both of y'all. That's pretty good. That's where y'all probably coming from.
And you listening to these crazy fools?
But yeah, the first house is the self identity. And the image of the personality as seen by others. So that's how others see you.
That's why people always ask.
And mine is Gemini and adjacent Scorpio.
Girl, everybody come to me for advice because they don't give it to them real.
Please help me. Ascendant.
Yes, ascendant.
Ascendant. Gemini with ascendant Scorpio. And then he goes into explaining about yourself. So y'all read that next paragraph. What you say?
Wow, fucked up.
I ain't know.
I definitely see this.
I'm trying to read from the moon.
No, I'm about to say
it's like people.
Gemini with Scorpio. You got 4 people in your head.
Look,
I can see Virgo.
people have a lot of presence.
I did.
Yeah, you can just scam through and read like.
And say I'm to tell the word that I'm not to be pushed around. Their manner commands respect. And in some cases, fear. Scorpio rising people can be quiet or loud, but they always seem powerful and determined.
That's you.
You either love or hate Scorpio rising people. Man, look, get in line. If you don't like me, get out of my face. That's where we at in life. Right? People don't like you, why you around me? And they rarely go through life unnoticed. In fact, some of them are confused when faced with the fact that they got such strong reactions from others. Okay, house 1 is the area of self-identity. Okay, so what you think? Is your first house you?
They enjoy shocking others. Yes, I do.
Projects a strong image which hides a sensitive and emotional character, very noticeable and intriguing demeanor.
Okay, what yours say? What yours say?
That's you.
It says I'm direct and quick. Think ahead, forget about it. And I don't. I just go do stuff. I don't be thinking about what I'm doing till after the fact. And it also says I'm very quick to anger.
Yes, true.
That's true.
Says you.
Says you.
What about yours, ma'am? Special K?
Mine is somewhat shy.
You are.
Need time to analyze things.
You do.
Before they warm up to both situations and people.
Yeah, you got to figure who people are. You don't just be going to be friends with folks. You friendly, but you ain't friendly.
Right.
Yeah. What about yours, sir?
Oh, mine
First
says,
house.
These individuals are just individual. They won't let you forget facts. They often turn to for advice. The natives possess intellectual poise and savvy, quick to learn in both science and metaphysics.
Okay.
You know, when you keep
That's some
going.
bullshit right there.
What? Yeah.
But yeah. This ain't
Flamboyant by nature.
yeah. See, Scorpio rising people value their privacy. That's me.
Yeah.
See, you know, mine says I don't hold grudges. But I do. I do hold grudges.
I mean,
You actually don't.
It depends on what you did.
Doesn't matter.
Depends on what you did.
No,
It does.
it doesn't.
It does.
We
It does.
accept,
I'm still
I
mad
accept
at a
people
girl
from all walks
for
of life.
something that happened when we
Okay.
were 7.
Yeah.
No.
I don't like you
Okay.
because of what you did when we were.
It's me.
It's you. Okay.
Oh my God. It says their desire to oversee the going ons in their circle can sometimes amount to bossiness.
Mm-hmm.
That's you.
Your friends ain't shit.
If this desire doesn't go too far, however, it can just mean a person who wants to make sure the people the people they love are all right.
Okay.
Yes, that's her.
That's you.
That is me.
And you listening to these crazy fools?
House. Look at y'all second house. Because it looks like y'all house is what it's about. Y'all say, would y'all say it's true?
Yeah.
Everybody say true. Okay. Now we're going to go to the second house because this is about possessions and money and your value.
Tell you something. That house too here.
That house is I got to read it.
That house too here.
I got to read mine.
That house too is here.
Self-worth, basic needs, personal possession.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Children. Let me
You don't find something with this girl.
My house,
That's all right.
2 is Virgo.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, may worry about money and may not be especially generous with it unless she is very comfortable. House and sign placement of Mercury can show money-making channels and basic talents.
So nice.
So y'all don't loan people money. Understood?
No. It says
It says only if I'm comfortable. Meaning, if
Yeah.
I'm comfortable,
You
it's
don't
going to come back.
Right.
If I'm comfortable, it's going to come back.
Right.
You got it.
Right.
Right. Exactly. That's where we at it like. These crazy fools. That's where we at it
If I got to call you and ask for it, you can't
I'll
get
be
it.
like,
There you go.
I'll be like Sparkle. I don't loan money.
I'm not a bank. I don't know, what interest to charge you, so I try not to.
I don't know what interest to charge.
Lord have mercy. I'd rather not even take no chance. House two.
I'm gonna have two.
was Leo.
I know. What was y'all sign?
Virgo.
Mine's Virgo.
Mine was Leo.
Mine is Taurus.
Okay, yours Leo.
Mhm.
Mine's Pisces.
Okay, mine is Sagittarius on the house too.
What does that say?
It says financial success may come through an import or export company dealing regularly with foreign countries. I'm gonna have to let my niece read it because I don't know these big words.
10th grade.
I never knew the words. I made it to the 12th.
Let's see. Financialist. Oh, she may have a laissez-faire attitude toward money, may take risk financially, as making and spending money are seen as an adventure. The house and sign placement of Jupiter can show more clues to where money is made. That's why the credit cards come from.
Good.
Mine says I have a tendency to splurge on luxury items.
Oh, let me tell you something.
Is that true?
What?
See, I like food.
Oh.
So I'll be going places
we
that
had
I
a
probably
moment.
shouldn't be
Look,
spending
we
money
had a
on.
moment. They booked.
And you say your house was in what?
Very much so.
Duchess, your house was in what?
Oh, it says financial success will be very easy thanks to the support of influential people. That is so true. Tendency to spend more than what is earned.
Ooh, all the time. That's
Financial
all.
progress is slow but steady. That's true. Generous with loved ones and children.
Yes.
Very. Sign and house placement of the sun may show money-making channels.
Okay. And what yours say?
Mine says Pisces. It said the arts can be a source of income. His faith in the universe to provide may be helpful or difficult depending on the overall condition of the second house. With the condition of the second is favorable, easy success in professional life thanks to intelligence, indigenous, and a few friends. He is careful with money without being miserably. Why did you just say miserable? Anyway,
Yeah.
because he is open-minded.
Was that
And he ain't buying no
ingenious or
jewelry.
ingenious?
Genius. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Girl, that girl, let me tell you. Girl, you know y'all say indigenous. That doesn't look like that. Yeah, no. Can't be
Don't tell nobody I was over here saying that word like 3 or 4 times.
And you listening to these crazy fools, so y'all second houses was true.
Yeah.
Yes.
FluffyDiva, Cinnamon, and Special K word on the same, you know. And
The
y'all,
same house.
the same house. And that's you too.
Yep.
And mine is me. Mine is me.
Definitely.
Look, God.
And you listening to these crazy fools?
Okay, we're at the third
The
house.
third house. The third house, it says, is community and communication. Is what that house represents.
Okay. My third house says the area of social and intellectual learning.
Yeah, you listen to learn. Yeah.
And then the sign.
What's the sign?
Libra.
Libra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it says, I seek refined people with whom to have long discussions without raised voices of any kind.
Yes.
Harmony and peace is very important.
Amen.
In early life, she worried that her siblings were getting along.
That first part.
That without raised voices.
Right. You can't do nothing.
Yep.
Because she be raising the voice.
Yeah, I don't understand.
If she got to, she.
Yeah, see that?
Even when she don't have to.
That's mine too.
Oh, yeah.
You raised your voice, Kim?
No, I don't raise my
No,
voice.
Kim, no.
Mm-mm.
That
Oh
one does.
my.
I can't. I have a voice.
I will, but no.
Let me, but they don't pay that shit no money.
Exactly.
Man,
Sometimes she talk crazy when she.
Oh, Say your third house. Your
Libra.
sign, Libra. And what was yours?
Libra.
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 Yours, Libra?
Mine, Gemini.
Okay. What yours say?
What's your Gemini?
Mine says I adapt well to any kind of change and enthusiastically. I don't like monotony. Early family life was busy. Usually this position suggests a number of siblings, but I'm an only child.
You have a sister.
I don't even know that girl like that.
Right. You got a girl like
Your
that.
sister.
I still don't know her.
But if I'm
It's a true statement, so
right, you
And
didn't
that's
say
one
nothing wrong.
person.
Go on.
But it say I work well in communication or media.
And that you know of.
No, get your job, girl.
It says a writing talent is probable. I read and think a lot, but I'm not very focused. And I manage a lot of projects at once. I don't be focused. I'm not.
You
I don't
write with your lyrics and all
Yeah,
that.
I'm right. I'm very well written.
And you said yours was the same. Let's hear it. What was yours?
Mine is Virgo. It says she may pull everything to pieces, analyzing, criticizing, overthinking, and overanalyzing is probable. A busy early environment. She is proactive, tending to details and taking care of things in an efficient manner. Usually won't take on anything without examining the pros and the cons.
Yeah.
She is very careful, sometimes to a manic extent.
Uh-huh.
Ma'am, didn't nobody do you like that. Hush.
She's
Right.
not lying though. Taking everything into account, even to the slightest detail. She can be a worrier and a fretter. That's me.
That's you. What you looking like?
Mine is an Aries, and it says straightforward in speech, lively intelligence. He is ambitious. He is always ready for the initiative requiring change or novelty. Sometimes this position suggests an only child or competitiveness amongst siblings.
That's you.
I never competed with my brother.
You probably
don't
didn't
see
compete
it.
with them, but they competed with you. That's what I be telling FluffyDiva.
People be doing it. You be in secret.
You didn't even know I was in competition. I wasn't even racing.
In the game,
What game?
didn't y'all play like games? Whatever. Okay.
They was competing with me. You was just doing.
Yeah, I was just.
Right. Like, just,
I just happen to be that good.
right. Yeah, I'm just using my assets. You know what I'm saying?
What about you?
Mine is Capricorn. And it says nothing is left to chance. Everything is calculated.
Yes.
I don't know what that word is. Dissected.
No, one with a 10th grade education.
Look, I just never been the words. I don't know how to spell them, and I just.
And
look.
quit saying you just had a 10th grade education. You have a diploma.
I do.
Right, but she
saying she milked them last.
Look, she didn't right. Look,
Actually, we in the 10th grade.
right, exactly. Like what they told us, we need to go back and learn.
This little bit.
Oh, let me go. I'm gonna finish reading this and I got a question. Slowly and methodical. Yeah, that. Twice rather than once. In peace and quiet by herself. Yeah, man, look.
That piece
is an introverted.
Yes.
And doesn't speak about her plans until they underway.
And you listening to these crazy fools?
The fourth house is hidden. The fourth house is hidden better than two.
Okay, my fourth house says is the area of home, family, roof, and deep emotions, sense of self-worth. Mine is a Scorpio.
Well, yeah, because the house is the same.
Are you a Scorpio?
Yeah.
You a Scorpio too? Oh, wow. We triplet.
Yes.
Can be very attached to the home family, intensity in the home environment, or a strong element of privacy. Might receive an inheritance, home life, or family is close-knit, private. That is so mean.
That's y'all. I can see that in all three of y'all.
That is so mean.
That'll be a good girl trip for y'all. Y'all will connect real good.
I want to go to, what did I say? Go for my birthday.
What was your Cancer.
Cancer.
In the fourth house. It says, I revere family life. Children may have a large place in my heart. I'm calm by nature, affectionate, delicate, and tender. I value peace and calm in the home, and I'm very nostalgic. I like collecting things of sentimental value.
Maybe that's the side he sees.
I can see.
Look, maybe that's the side he sees because we don't get that side.
The simple life or the small home isn't for her. If money is a problem, she can be frustrated. Wanting luxury and comfortable and beautiful things, will spend on home more lavishly than other areas, likes luxury goods to make her life comfortable, going out, cocktail parties, etc.
Okay. And that's what's your sign again?
Libra.
Libra?
Yes.
Fourth house Libra for Dutch. Is that you, boo?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why it ended.
Okay.
I like how you said that. It gave Maya Angelou.
What's your...
It's a Taurus, and it says, to make a good father, he may prefer to be at home with the immediate family or company. He appreciates comfort, peace, and quiet, and a simple but good food. Will take care of what he owns wise.
My fourth house, mine is in Aquarius. It says she may leave the family home reasonably young. She loves liberty, wanting a life that is out of ordinary or breaking the usual traditions. And look, I forgot what I was doing. Certainly one that does not mimic the ancestors or parents.
Well, you should have heard my number 4.
What was you back there doing?
Number 2.
Kissing.
Which part? Oh, it was a long time.
She already read hers though. Take a break.
Drink lipstick.
We on 5.
Need a reapplication.
It was time for them to do a 5. We all saying, what was y'all number 5?
We're on number 4.
We on 5. We on 5.
We know we on 5.
Now we on 5.
You listening to these crazy fools?
It was 5.
And you listening to these crazy fools?
What's your house?
Sagittarius.
Okay. Now it's something different.
There you go.
You different? My kids.
I'm Capricorn.
What yours say? Is it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, mine is Scorpio.
Is attracted to adventure, travel, gambling, taking some risks for the pleasure of it, treating life as a game. Many love affairs are possible.
Yeah. Say that a little lower. Because I got to lower your voice with that one.
On house 5, Pisces. Is what mine is.
Mine is Capricorn.
Yeah. Ooh.
Everything is calculated. The slightest risk analyzed. Patience is one of her main qualities. That's a no. She knows little about chance, 1 or 2 love affairs, marriage, and family. All unproblematic, done calmly with love and wisdom. Now, the rest of it I could say yes. But
that's what God wants you to work on. It's patience.
I know.
I'm working on mine.
Yeah. Ooh, it's hard.
Damn it, though.
I'm a Capricorn. This, yeah.
It's hard for we got somewhere we got to be. Shit, hair up.
Yes.
Hurry the fuck up. We got something we can be doing right now. Who's fucking with you?
Nobody.
Next.
That's borderline selfish.
No.
You said what? Borderline selfish.
Okay. And go with it. Go.
To not be patient is borderline selfish.
Based on what she said, hurry up because I got something to do. It's about you.
Yeah. I want to know your personal.
My time is valuable, so if you got to be somewhere at a certain time, you need to be ready.
Yes. That's a fight I have with my child every single morning. And she
That fast should be late.
Her patience. No, you want us to be late. For me, rather, because I can take you around the corner.
Can only love honest, upright, and intelligent persons. Likes to admire her partner. A sincere, stable, and faithful love. Refined education. I need you to be able to think to a certain degree. If outthink me, surprise me, so I can feel like I don't know shit. Teach me something. I tend to go against myself. Sometimes I be like, "Wait, come on, man! I'm on 10th grade. Can you at least meet me at 11?"
Yeah. Sometimes you doing the help for the Lord.
Can I write that off on my taxes? I don't pay for that.
I don't know how that works. I've been trying to get my little tax lady, but she in the. We talking about it.
I need to find me a tax lady.
Okay. And what was your sign?
Leo.
Mine's
father's in Leo.
And what was yours? Y'all two was the same again. Sagittarius. And you read yours.
On 6.
Now we on
6. I'm on. Okay, go ahead.
Ain't listening to these crazy fools. We doing our horoscope, our birth chart. Is it true so far or is it real?
It's true.
True so far.
Everybody, okay.
I'm doing family.
Okay.
And you listening to these crazy fools?
The 6th house is the area of learning. Well, my 6th house is the area of learning by material transaction, which is Capricorn. Okay? Can work unceasingly and patiently. Weak point, the cold changes in temperature. Yeah, that's me. I can't stand the cold. Cold, you miss me. What cold?
Was y'all in the same embryo?
Okay.
Mine is in Virgo. It says jobs in the medical or paramedic field suit me best. Weak points are nerves and intestines, and that's true. I love working in the medical field.
Oh, that should have been Capricorn right there.
Mine is Aquarius.
Come on, Aquarius.
One of the professions or teaching. Weak point is circulation.
What? I'm confused about the circulation board.
And it's Sagittarius. Yours was.
And what was yours?
Sagittarius.
What does it say?
Yours was Sagittarius.
Mine was Capricorn.
I know. So yeah, mine's Sagittarius. And it says may prefer jobs that involve travel, moving about a lot. Weak point is circulation.
That's you. Traveling.
That's me.
That's you.
And what was yours, Superman?
It is Cancer, and it says good in jobs, in contact with the public. We point the stump, which I agree because I can't lose this motherfucker.
And mine was for the 6th house, the area of learning by material transactions was Aries. And mine is the ability to command, easily meet her responsibilities at work, weak point, headaches, and fever. Yes, I had from my aneurysm is my headache.
And you listening to these crazy fools?
My 7 is the area of one-to-one relationships such as marriage and partnership, and of social and intellectual action. The sign is Aquarius. Yes, you do.
Yeah, I just knew gonna be kept going.
A slightly hasty marriage is possible. The relationship between partners will be very friendly and full of understanding. Both will love their independence, their freedom of action. If one refuses to give this to the other while insisting on it for themselves, problems will ensue.
True. That's it. Think about me too. I had the same reading.
True.
Well, and yours was that too? What is yours?
Mine is in Libra. It says looks for compromise in relationships and partnerships or marriage, may get involved in a committed relationship earlier than most.
Okay.
Mine is Pisces. She may attract partners who need help or who are unreliable. If the condition of the house is good, it can be warm, artistic, and compassionate union. Sometimes this point to a hasty marriage that just as quickly disappoints. The spouse lack of energy and what is that? Vitality will ignore her, and she could lead to the breakup of a union. A second happier union is likely.
So if you ever get divorced, that means you got another one on here. I'm just joking.
That's we 20 deep. No. Yeah.
She ain't gonna go nowhere. She
Bet not. Ain't nobody finna put up with her.
look, shut all that. Look, you out here for a bit. And what did yours say?
Oh, mine is for, we're on 7, right?
Yeah.
It's for Leo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you gonna do it?
No, you go ahead. No, but no, go ahead and then I'll tell you. It kind of twists. Go ahead.
It's a partnership for love based on confidence, honesty, and sincerity.
And mine was in Taurus. And mine say may partner for love, but also want security. A peaceful union, even if the exchange of ideas isn't always smooth. Oh, so that's right. That's right.
Did you say foolish shit?
Did you want some reasons? That was you.
It said the 7th house is Aquarius.
What you say?
It says it's the area of one-to-one relationships, such as marriage and partnership.
Same as mine.
Okay, and of social and intellectual action. Okay, yeah. And then the rest of what you read is that. Okay.
Okay.
So 8.
Yep.
Okay.
So, hey, the 7th house was right for y'all.
Yeah.
Agreed? Good. And you listening to these crazy fools?
And you listening to these crazy fools?
Whichever ones is gonna say house 8 is for the area of emotional security and security of the soul. Mine is in Scorpio. Lots of vivacity, hastiness, and can even put life in danger at times.
Yes.
Anyway, unafraid of tricky topics such as sex and death, passionate and intrigued by the metaphysical. Now, who life was in danger? Because I was fine. I was going to make it. The other party is questionable. Because Dejanay was coming out alive.
Oh my God.
Okay.
What is yours?
Pisces. You want to agree? What did y'all say?
She may need to be firmer or more accountable with matters related to the eighth house, such as shared finances, death, intimacy. Avoiding sticky topics can lead to waste. Discussions about an inheritance. Be careful around water.
Bitch, make
You
your
need to work on intimacy.
He say a
I said
bitch
you
make
need to work on intimacy.
I ain't bathing in it. I'm swimming.
Niggas can be intimate.
They can.
Yeah.
They can.
Gotta get that masculinity.
What did
up
yours
off
say?
it.
Mine was the same.
No, you.
Pisces.
Pisces. What's yours?
Aquarius.
Okay.
Come on, Aquarius.
It says a slightly hasty marriage is possible. That's if I don't keep listening. The relationship between partners will be very friendly and full of understanding. Oh no, I done jumped back. Wait a minute.
I'm gonna let you reread. Right,
Yeah,
reread.
okay. The eighth house is an area of emotional security and security of the soul. Aquarius on house 8. Oh, an unexpected inheritance.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
That's
What was
it.
yours?
You always get to say more than that.
No, that's it, isn't it?
Next.
I read that.
Damn, it is all the same.
That's it.
You got a fortune.
That's it. Coming out with it.
That's it.
Inheritance. That's it.
Mine is
Tracy, that's it.
Mine is Virgo, and it says small inheritance,
You know what it's
happy old age, natural death likely. He may not worry, plan ahead regarding old age.
Mine is in Gemini. If she is,
Stingy ass.
it's a.
Gemini's.
If she is a writer,
No, wait a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
a right. But look, my dog's about to get on you. Look, that's how they be coming out of nowhere. That's what they do. Look, that's right.
You're
Automatic check mode. They were finna go. What? That's how it be. That's how it be. Man.
If they don't but they ask stingy, but you got good people out.
Lost energy.
No, I shouldn't go in this mode.
The women's are totally different on both sides. Yeah.
That's how they do.
That shit back. I ain't
Girl.
taking it back.
Look, that's how they do.
Huh?
I said, don't take
I ain't
it.
taking it back.
Stand on it.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yes, girl.
They ask stingy. But Gemini are good
Kind of
people,
punch,
though.
girl. Yeah, mine was Gemini in the 8th house. It says if she is a writer, a painter, or involved in another of the arts, which I do like that. And if fame doesn't come when living, then it will come post tremendous. What is that?
Traumatic.
Something. Look like we got wealth coming. Read my paperwork.
Posthumously.
What does that mean?
Like vanilla.
Baby,
Coconut.
I can say it, but I can't tell you what it means.
We'll have to Google it.
Can you go posthumously? Yeah, that's it, right? Posthumously. That's how you spell it.
Let's get the time frame on that.
This is after death.
I don't know.
I think it's pronounced
I
alkaline.
think this is after you die.
Oh, let me see. I need to know about it. Where I'm going. It ain't in my paperwork.
But it's good for a whole lot of everything.
It will come. I guess I'm gonna be rich in the afterlife. Small inheritance from near relations. Somebody's gonna leave you some money.
Occurring, awarded, or appearing after death of the originator.
That mean I'm be rich later. Take care of lungs. Look, I can't be smoking that shit with y'all. That's why I'm finna quit. See, we just talked about that. God said I be dropping jewels. We was just talking about this. Take care of your lungs. Man.
Inhale that shit, Teresa. Inhale that shit. Smoke that shit for 360.
If a smoker, then it is advisable to stop.
Well, then you should
Look, I just eat my weed. I eat my weed.
just eat it.
Look, I eat my weed. Listen to her. I eat my weed. I eat my weed.
What?
I eat my weed.
She
said she eat her.
I didn't do my
Thank you, Lord.
You did. You said it was
You get it.
That was 8.
That's what I did.
Oh, okay. Now we go.
And you listening to these crazy fools?
Open and tell us what it is.
Okay, the 9th house is the area of learning that shapes the identity.
Okay.
Pisces on the 9th house. Oh my God.
Come on,
It
read it.
says she likes sea cruises. She has brilliant ideas that seem to come from nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
That sees non-emergency.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Yep.
What yours say?
Mine is for Libra.
Mm-hmm.
He likes justice, honesty, loyalty. Will make a good lawyer.
Yes.
Yes.
I can see that. I can see that.
He goes, no, I didn't. Nobody want to be $500,000 in college debt. Be arguing because I know that's guilty getting them out. I ain't got time for this.
We there for the money. We there for the money. Just go to corporate law. Don't worry about that. Go to corporate law.
There you go.
What's yours?
Mine is Aries. Travel with risk and adventure. That's it.
That's us. That's me and Deja. Aries.
Yeah, Aries too.
Oh, it's a very. My name is Aries. April 1st. She's so peaceful.
It says
She works like nothing. 91.
abroad are possible.
I need to live that life.
Might settle permanently in a foreign country.
My dad.
Intellectual work.
You're going to.
Mathematical mind.
I claim that in the
Yes.
name of Jesus. 1+1.
Equal to.
My 9th house is in Cancer. Fertile imagination. I be like I'm having a baby next year.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not the fertile they was talking about. Not the fertile they was mentioning.
Oh, they wasn't? Okay, my bad. Wrong subject. I'll pick up on it later.
All day.
She is easily influenced. I am.
I give the whole with shit.
Okay. She enjoys travel, especially cruises. Look, and I only went on one. That's it.
That's me. Me and you had the same.
Oh, you ain't Cancer though, what?
Mine was Pisces.
For the 9th house?
Sea cruises.
Oh, okay.
And you listening to these crazy fools?
The 10th house is the area of material actions. The midheaven represents the work one will do in one's life, the place one will take in the world of society. It becomes more important as one grows older.
That's me too.
Let me.
That's everybody. That's
Everybody. Wait a minute. She said that's me.
Everybody. That's the definition of the 10th house.
Okay. What's the sign?
What's the sign?
Oh, okay. The sign for my is an Aries.
You've been smoking, sister.
What's funny?
She eat her weed.
It says all the leadership qualities are there: authority, energy, initiative, leadership, lots of gung ho, and of course intelligence.
What's yours, please?
It was.
What was your sign?
Oh, mine.
No, wait a minute, Teresa. What was your sign in that one?
Aries.
Aries. Okay.
We're on 10, right?
Yeah, on 10.
Okay. Mine is Scorpio. It says he likes professions that involve a certain risk. He likes to investigate. He is curious by nature, taking risks and fighting to succeed.
Yeah, that's you. That's Bishop.
Fighting to succeed.
That's Bishop.
I want you to read it again because we got to laugh. So I need you to read again what the 10th house is.
The area of material action. The midheaven represents the work one will do in one's life, the place one will take in the world of society. It becomes more important as one grows older.
Okay. Yep. And what was yours?
Taurus. Trusted at work, occupational connected with the earth, building, finances, etc.
That is also me and Fluffy Diva.
Oh. Mine is in Capricorn. Someone who is completely trusted at work, respectable, irreproachable in her work and moral qualities, scrupulous and praiseworthy.
That's so.
And mine is Leo in house 10. All the leadership qualities are there. I hear you guys. Authority, sense of organization, initiative, intelligence, but also, look, I've been questioning myself too. That's why we had to call for backup. But also, thanks to outside help. Look, that's what it said. It said. She's a fighter. Good.
So far, so good.
Look, outside help.
And you listening to These Crazy Fools?
We on 11?
Outside help. Outside help. Did you hear us?
Let's see, Lord.
Okay.
11th house.
Okay. Is the area of search and social and intellectual security.
We jumped over.
I ain't been there yet.
Mine is Taurus. On house 11. She likes to be surrounded by frank and good-hearted friends. These friendships don't stand on ceremony. She carries out everything that she takes on surely, composedly, and calmly until successful.
Composed.
Good. That's you, girl. And wait a minute, what we know? That was Leo.
No, mine is Taurus.
Taurus in what we on the 11th house.
Yeah.
Aaron was a Taurus.
Well, mine is Sagittarius. He said he loves above all traveling, adventure, friends, and often from abroad.
And you listening to These Crazy Fools? I am Sparkle J. In the house today, we're talking about your birth chart, horoscope, zodiac, all that stuff. Huh? What you laughing at?
The way she looked at you like, what you finna say?
I'm saying what the show is about. You talking about the birth chart, zodiac, horoscopes. Is it true or is it real?
Is it true or is it real?
She's been saying this the whole time. You late.
Is it true or is it real?
Is it true telling you about yourself?
Or is it real?
Or is it real? Like in reality. That's what you live in.
She don't be listening
It's your reality.
You sounded just like that person on the radio. Reality check.
Because watch this. Because it could be your truth, but you're not living it right now. But it could be your reality.
Or it could be your truth that you're denying to see in your reality.
I know.
Next.
Yeah.
This been dull.
Well, she just now hearing that I was saying
The
is it
whole
true
time.
or is it real?
Okay.
She didn't read her phone. She don't be reading.
There's a difference.
I be trying to put her down with stuff, but she don't be picking up what I be putting down.
She stopped at 9th grade.
But yeah, who we got in the house today?
Let her have it.
Come on, boo.
You know I'll come through.
Raising her voice. We read it in the chart. We said it in the chart.
Oh my goodness.
Who we got in the house today? Come on.
Cinnamon.
What? What's your sign?
Cancer.
What?
FluffyDiva, Cancer.
Coco, the Gemini.
What?
Special K, Gemini.
Duchess, Cancer.
Superman the Sage.
And I am a Gemini, Sparkle. Yes. So have y'all birth chart been on point?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey. You see stuff you need to work on, huh?
I see more than less.
Yeah. Okay. So we on to the 11th house, am I correct?
Yeah.
12.
What's that number?
We on 11.
We're on 12.
We're on 11. Everybody didn't read their
So
11.
I'm sorry, my bad. I do apologize.
I got you. I keep minutes. Me and my 10th graders.
Right. Come on,
Stop that.
Come on. What's your 11th house?
Cancer.
More yours.
Sincerely and lifelong friendships. The family comes first, however.
Yes, that's you, man. If I didn't say it was you, y'all say that was you. What's yours?
Never mind.
Not in this collection.
How would you say you knew that was her? You didn't know that was her. But
See, that went way over her head. I caught it.
You caught it because it didn't make sense.
Sometimes I don't make sense.
Exactly. I know. I'm aware.
Okay.
She likes to. Oh wait, my 11th house is in Aquarius. I like to remake the world with my friends. These discussions can last a whole night, and when the ideal world is created, I'm happy to retire to bed. And I do like having offhand weird discussions with people.
Mine is Virgo. Friends must resemble her, and she may not trust anyone having different ideas or ways of doing things. Discussing ideas frivolously is not necessarily her cup of tea. Her knowledge is often the result of study. Yeah, do I be studying, folks? But also of the down-to-earth nature that characterizes her.
That's Virgo.
Yeah.
Now, what wasn't true?
What's that second line you read?
What was the second line I read? Discussing ideas frivolously is not necessarily her cup of tea.
No.
That's the first one.
It's the first.
Oh, friends must resemble her, and she may not trust anyone having different ideas or ways of doing things.
Yes, that's her.
Oh, well, she take all my suggestions.
Now, you have good suggestions. Oh, but got it.
Yeah.
Look, all I got to do is make a call.
Yeah.
You need people like that. When I need security, look, I know who to call. Look, you wasn't even in here.
Be quiet. What's your take on that?
As the long time.
Look.
What is your take on that?
Come on, come FluffyDiva. She been knowing me longer. Come on, what?
With what they said on their paper? Yeah, absolutely.
But do I do be right? I ain't making you come over here.
No,
thinking what
that's
I'm
not
thinking.
the part we're talking about.
What are you talking about? What are you trying to say?
Let's go on to number 12.
No, don't go to number 12.
Read it. Read it.
I'm reading it.
Read it again.
Friends must resemble her. Okay, most of
Okay, keep going. Okay, keep going.
She may not trust everyone.
That's right.
I
Okay.
know.
And we agree. We trying to find the lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who said it was a lie?
Come on.
Anyone having different ideas or ways of doing things? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't no lies detected. So I'm gonna try to.
Ain't no lie detected stuff.
So, right. So I'm gonna try to understand where we differ at.
What you mean where we different? We don't different. I know what's on the paper.
Right.
I didn't go what's on the paper because you take my suggestion.
Exactly. Look, I do.
That's why you're still around, sir. You can say that because you're around.
Exactly.
Look, people that be on the bullshit, I don't fuck with them no more.
I know. That's why I never come to you with no bullshit suggestions.
You know,
that's why.
Yeah, you can't help me move forward. Why need you in myself? I don't need you in my service. I only fuck with people that I can rely on.
So it sounds like to me.
Don't hate me if my
Well, I said, so it sounds like to me, in her opinion, the suggestions y'all was giving was bullshit.
Has there been times where, you might throw something out there and then there may be a different suggestion that comes your way?
Yeah.
Right?
I'm not taking
Wait. No. And then you go off and you still do your thing. And then later on circle around and come back and be like, I should have just da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Damn, I just told
I do that all the time.
We told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's her.
Yeah, that's
Right.
me.
Okay.
And you said to say what? You said to say what? My crew of people already know. You know what I am.
I'm here with you on that one.
No,
What
she
you supposed to
said,
give me?
when I said we offer a suggestion, take a suggestion, and she be like, yeah, I do that. No, you don't. You go and you do you. And then circle back.
Okay.
Because I was just taking suggestions. That don't mean I'm finna do it.
But she was just about to say she do, and that's why we were different.
I do. She listened to your suggestions. She just don't implement it.
There you go.
So yeah. So she takes suggestions. And I can take the suggestions be like if you say, hey, once you do it like this, and she be like, no, I'm not doing it that way. That's not taking the suggestion.
Okay.
She's taking into consideration.
There we go. There we go.
And when I get a question, I come right back to you, do I not?
Yeah.
And I ask questions, right? I ask questions, right?
See, you got some friends in your circle that feel like what they suggest to you, you should do.
The first,
There we go.
That ain't my life.
Yeah, exactly.
And they forget that it ain't my life.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Said, now I told you this, now do it.
Sometimes that's a save you some money.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
And save you some time.
And save you some time.
You do.
Take it back.
Yeah.
Even save you a little bit of frustration.
But guess whose it is to save though?
But
that's what the love.
No.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what it is.
The
Let me
love
tell you what
came
it
in
is.
this
Because I understand this. Let me tell you what it is. I understand your suggestion, and we gonna table that. I gotta see if my shit gonna work first. Now my shit don't work. You know what? You was right.
Yeah,
you was
exactly.
right. Yeah. That's why she come back around and be like, oh, you right. I should do this.
Sometimes don't just go.
No.
I can't just do it.
Because you gotta understand. I got this far in my life by certain decisions that I have made.
Okay, let me say this.
So in my mind, the decisions I have made and the ones that didn't work, the ones that I have made outweighs the ones that didn't work. So why wouldn't I listen to myself first?
Man, that's all it matters.
Why wouldn't I listen to myself first?
That goes to, can't nobody tell you nothing.
No, it don't. It don't. Because watch this. Because if nobody couldn't tell me nothing, I would never come back and ask you.
Right.
What should I do here?
But even with you've looked at somebody somewhere in a similar situation and follow suit, or did you do you? It's either or. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not always do you. Sometimes it's like, you know what?
But
hindsight be 20/20.
But what works for you might not work for me. And until I know me doing it my way doesn't work, I gotta try my way first.
Look, let me give it to you. In life, it's for you to give out the advice. If they take it or not, you can't worry about that. No,
you know.
You can't worry, but you worry about it.
No.
Because then you coming back to like, I should have just did what you said the first time.
But I hear you right.
Exactly. Yeah, okay. You did. But that's all you. Look, it's cool. Okay, but again, when you give advice, you just give it and keep it pushing. Don't worry about it if they give it. That's not how you give it. That's how you're supposed to.
All I'm gonna say is, I plead the fifth.
Don't give it.
Are we on number 12?
Right now, this is a family discussion. I don't get in family business. You know.
When you give advice, just give it from the heart, and that's all you got to do. You don't need to run.
Number 12.
Worry about what decisions they made. As long as you gave your opinion to help them, that's all that matters.
I told you.
And you're listening to These Crazy Fools.
The 12th house is the area of education and of emotions. This is where we meet our karma, deal with endings, and sometimes where we bury things.
Amen.
My 12th house is Leo. A few problems with authority or someone in charge.
Authority.
Go ahead.
What was y'all?
Okay. Cancer. Problems seem to only come from the family.
Oh my God. Okay, mine is Gemini. Anxiety, preoccupation concerning a dear one.
Concerning a dear one? Preoccupation concerning a dear one.
I don't know. Who could that be?
What's yours?
I'm a Capricorn. Mine say disappointments are difficult to digest. The bitterness can last a long time before he is able to react positively.
Before she get that.
Yeah. That's you, Chris.
Yeah, it is.
But you know, I'm drunk in love, so anybody can be dirty to me.
Drunk in love.
I'm easily
Be
drunk.
influenced. Not me.
Boy,
I let that shit love
Special case? Oh, you bring
I'm a
Lisa.
Capricorn. From the heart.
yes, you
Make
are.
your ass suffer.
Like you on death row.
Oh, shit.
I mean, come on, y'all.
Oh,
I'm
well.
putting that dope.
Lord, that all this start coming together.
Right. That's how I be so tired.
Oh, no, that's not my hobby.
Put that bitch in 360. Back it up.
It says Pisces in house 12,
That's
contradictions
John.
and inner torments or harassments are possible. However, this is a good position for psychic awareness, helping others less fortunate. I have been told people think I'm psychic. Like, how you know that I'm very good at reading others?
Right. That's what I be saying. Kind of feeling your intelligence.
Very good.
Joyce, we finna bounce.
Yours was the
Yeah,
same. You bring
We're
yours.
twins.
Okay.
That's really my sister.
Right, probably is.
It's really
Mine, yeah, because you've been matching yours all
Mine
night.
say the
You got
Libra,
energy.
the Libra is the 12th house. Marriage doesn't always bring luck. Honor comes as she imagined they might.
Mm.
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 That's I didn't read what?
Read it again.
Marriage doesn't always bring luck. Honor comes as she imagined it might.
So what they saying is she likes the fact that, oh yeah, I can imagine myself. She imagines herself being with him. And that's where her satisfaction comes from. As opposed to actually
Imagining.
Being married.
There we go.
Just imagining.
Yeah.
Like, I want to
Okay,
think about it.
That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
That's
That's
how honor comes.
That shit look
Think
good
yeah.
from afar.
Right. But you know, they
It
say
ain't worth it. It ain't worth my time. You man.
Basically.
everything that look good ain't good for you.
Man, look, I'm figuring that out all my life.
Yeah, that's something else right there.
Yeah. And you're listening to these crazy fools. Well, I have enjoyed y'all. Just don't miss. I want y'all to go home and read your charts more thoroughly when you're at home.
Ding dong.
This your girl, Sparkle. We want to just drop in and say thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed the previous show.
Hey y'all, it's Miss Keisha, the Fluffy Diva. Thank you for listening to These Crazy Fools podcast. Y'all remember to connect with us. TheseCrazyFools.podbean.com.
Good. And we got a website too, girl.
What's the website?
TheseCrazyFools.org.
All right. Well, y'all remember to connect with us. Connect with us on Instagram.
And we on Facebook too. These Crazy Fools Podcast. Matter of fact, you can just Google us. I'm sure you can find us wherever you stream your favorite podcasts. But until next time, thank you for listening.
Have an awesome week.
These Crazy Fools Podcast.